Right now, a multi-state kidnapping ended with 3 suspects arrested yesterday, what we know. Plus, we are nearing towards the new year with a look at celebrations around the world and back here in Madison. And big things are ahead for Madison in 2024. We'll preview a couple of them and how you can stay up to date with the latest. You're watching News 3 now at 10. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. An 11-year-old child is now safe after a multi-state kidnapping ended in Iowa County yesterday. According to the Iowa County Sheriff's Office, a vehicle involved in a silver alert out of Indiana was spotted at a Quick Trip gas station in Barneveld. Authorities were then advised the suspects inside were possibly armed. After the gas station, the vehicle was later found traveling southbound on U.S. Highway 151 before being stopped by the Dodgeville Police Department and Iowa County Sheriff's deputies. Once pulled over, the 11-year-old who was abducted was safely removed. The 3 adults in the vehicle were then taken into custody, and all three were residents of South Dakota and each had warrants for their arrest in Indiana. No other details are being released at this time. Switching gears now, we saw some snowfall to end 2023. It seems like we won't be seeing that into the night, but it will be cold. With just how cold it might get, let's head outside to the weather patio with meteorologist Alex Harrington with our first one forecast.
Yeah, Jalen, friends, it is pretty chilly out here on the patio, relatively speaking. It's been such a mild fall and a mild start to the winter. It actually looks like winter for a change behind us here, and temperatures are in the upper 20s right now out there. Now, I want to give you a little heads up, even though the precipitation, freezing drizzle, that stopped. We've had some melting today, and with temperatures diving down into the 20s, we can expect some refreezing of some of those surfaces, like those sidewalks. If you're going to be venturing out here momentarily for New Year's festivities, just be careful on the sidewalks and some of those back roads and those bridges and those overpasses that can have a tendency to refreeze. That midnight temperature, what's it going to be? 27 degrees. That's where I'm going for right now. We'll start off the day on your New Year's at 23. We'll end up at 27, but I think we'll be sneaky to get a high temperature right up to freezing, and that's a little bit above normal for this time of year. Temperatures help tell the full story here. It's going to be at or above normal for most of the first week of 2024 and quiet. But look at Wednesday, January 10th. First to warn here, actually first to warn last night. We started talking about a change that's going to occur potentially around the 8th and in the 9th going on into the 10th. Join me for main weather because I'm going to be breaking down what that change entails, and then we will be doing, as usual, a tour of viewer photos. We've had almost 500 of them just in the past couple of weeks, so we can celebrate that too coming up.
All right, sounds good, Alex. Thank you. And with the hopes of playoffs very much alive for Green Bay Packers, it's a must-win game tonight. Playing division rival Minnesota Vikings, looking for a bounce-back win after a tough pill to swallow in that 24-10 loss back in October. The Packers currently lead 23-3 in the third quarter. Here's a live look at NYC on one of the biggest nights of the year. Although we may still be just a couple hours away from 2024, countries around the world have already bid farewell to 2023 in New York's Times Square. Crowds are gathering for the ball drop amid enhanced security. Wendy Gillette is there with the latest.
Fireworks lit up the sky over the Sydney Harbor in Australia when clocks there struck midnight. There were colorful displays over Hong Kong and Bangkok, and fireworks exploded out of skyscrapers in Taiwan and Dubai. In Tel Aviv, buildings were lit up calling for the release of hostages held captive in Gaza for more than 80 days. Israel continued its bombardment of the territory Sunday. There were protests against Israel's war in Gaza around the world, prompting many cities to deploy extra security or cancel events altogether. There have been nearly daily protests against the war here in New York City. Officials say there are no known security threats to tonight's festivities, but they are taking precautions, including expanding the security perimeter. That slowed down entry into Times Square, with crowds still arriving in the late afternoon after undergoing enhanced security.
If you see something, say something. This is a combination of everybody working together as one city, one mission, one goal, and that's to keep everybody safe.
Revelers we spoke to say they're ready for a long night under clear skies.
I'm having a good time. I'm entertaining myself, waiting for the ball to drop, and I'm just so excited for that magical moment.
The New York City Police Department is using drones for the first time to patrol street by street and has helicopters high overhead to give officers on the ground a real-time bird's-eye view of potential hotspots. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
Back here in Madison, many brought the new year in the bougie way. Working Draft had their annual New Year's Eve party, Bougie Nights, where they announced the release of their Belgian Golden Strong Ale. Afterwards, Weary Traveler had an after party with a performance by Katie Martz, DJ's Midnight Countdown, a menu brew, and a raffle with a chance to win some pretty awesome prizes. Meanwhile, over at Kiva Sports Complex in Middleton, joined in on the New Year's fun this afternoon with the annual My Family New Year's Eve event. The event has been a staple at Kiva Sports. It featured many opportunities for young ones, including music, inflatables, sports play, balloon artists, and much more. Even a magician put on a great show.
Ace that everybody can come and celebrate as families on New Year's Eve. It's great that they put an event together like this that the families can all celebrate together on New Year's Eve.
And for those tired from all the fun-filled activities, there were food and beverages available for all to enjoy. As we prepare to say goodbye tonight to 2023, we're looking ahead to what's coming for Madison in the new year. Our Brayden Ross gives us a sneak peek at what to look forward to in downtown Madison in 2024. Take a look.
It's amazing to see downtown come back to life in 2023.
2023 brought a lot to downtown Madison, but this year there's even more in store. For starters, the Wisconsin Historical Society will start construction on a brand new over $100 million building at the top of State Street.
It's going to be so exciting to see this new project and to welcome back all of the grade school kids and all of the kids from across the state back to Madison.
And on the other end of State Street, an exciting experiment to turn the 400 through 600 blocks into a pedestrian mall will also kick off this year.
We hope that Madisonians from across the area partake in it and give feedback as to what they want to see in the 400 through 600 blocks of State Street. You really could see a true pedestrian mall here in the next several years.
Downtown Madison is also getting taller this year, with several high-rise apartment complexes opening in 2024 and even more set to break ground.
There are thousands of units in the work. There are almost 10 tower cranes right now in projects that are being worked on now.
According to Downtown Madison Inc. President Jason Ilstrup, there are more than 34,000 people living downtown right now. By 2030, he says that number could be up to 40,000 or more.
We really are seeing so many people wanting to live downtown, particularly young folks. We have a housing affordability crisis, and one of the only ways truly to get out of that crisis is to build more units.
The final plans for the Monona waterfront redesign will be set in 2024, with the city hoping to get construction underway by 2025. There's also the long-awaited and debated bus rapid transit project expected to be up and running by the end of this year.
We hope that more people use transit to get to downtown. We cannot build more roads to get more cars into downtown, so one of the ways we're going to have to move people into the downtown is with bus rapid transit.
Outside of downtown, there were a few other exciting projects in the works for Madison. Construction is already underway on the Madison Public Market, expected to open in early 2025. Plans for a new men's homeless shelter will go out to bid in early 2024 and aim to break ground by the end of the year. As always, we'll keep you up to date here with all the Madison news on channel3000.com and right here on News 3 Now. Still ahead at 10, Alex is back with another look at your first one forecast. And looking to start the new year on the highest of notes? Well, you're in luck. You have a chance to become a millionaire if you play the Powerball. Just how much is it's estimated at after the break.
Enjoy Buck and Honey's before, during, or after the big game. Buck and Honey's restaurants voted best of Madison and celebrating Wisconsin hospitality in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, and new in Mount Horeb.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months with $53.49 cash due at signing. See your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Want to know what the weather is like right now where you live? Download the First Warn Weather app and I'll give you an hour-by-hour forecast. The First Warn Weather app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. If you're looking to ring in the new year with a chance to become a millionaire, well, we have good news for you. The first drawing of 2024 will be a life-changing amount of money. After there was no winner drawn for last night's $760 million jackpot, the prize has now grown to an estimated $810 million. The next drawing is tomorrow night. Best of luck to all of you at home. And now let's get a look at your First Warn forecast.
I think the probability of 2024 starting off seasonably cool and quiet is going to be really, really good. Had to reflect on that there, Jalen, with the Powerball. Midnight temperature expecting to be right around 29. It was 28 degrees just a moment ago, so I think we're going to be pretty close to that. And then we're going to be talking about this. We were first to warn about it yesterday. We're consistency in the potential of a winter storm right around Monday, January 8th, Tuesday, January 9th. We'll break that down, what that all means in just a couple of moments. But I do want to let folks know, if you're catching the broadcast here and if you're going to step outside yet tonight for festivities, or I got to walk my dog Loki, be careful. Those sidewalks could be icing up in some of those back roads and those susceptible areas like bridges and overpasses as the wetness from today refreezes overnight tonight. There's that 2-7 rate at the all-important midnight hour. Happy 2024 from me to you. 7 a.m. 23, and then we'll do highs right around 32 degrees, which is just a bit above normal. Those temperatures again dipping down as we start your very first day of 2024 at 23 degrees. Maybe it will be 24 in the morning. Close enough. High temperatures in the afternoon boosting up into the lower 30s. On and off clouds, although I do think we'll have some sunshine by the time we get towards the afternoon hours. Again, 23 for low tonight, 22 in Lone Rock, 19 in Camp Douglas, and our friends to the south down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border fighting with 23 and 24 degrees. Lower 30s for your New Year's Day as that sun breaks out, the further and further we go out into the day. Now, the temperatures help to tell the story, the temperature trends, I should say. Staying above the normal line here, 29 now, 27 as we go out towards January 10th. Our temperatures are generally staying in the 30s. One cool day on Thursday, right about normal. But look at the 10th. Forecasting high temperature of 20. We go from 33 to 20. What's going on there? Well, we're still seeing the consistency in our longer-term weather models that there could be a storm brewing in the Midwest right around that January 8th, January 9th timeframe. This could be a big storm and enough consistency right now that we could be looking at some snow with breezy conditions expected and then those cold temperatures right behind it. This is a weather model projection here for January 8th and January 9th. It's a bit far out there. Strength could change, track could change. It could go south, it could go north yet, but enough consistency here in our models that showing this solution could also be a possibility with widespread snow across southern Wisconsin. Then it wraps up, and then we get that cold air funneling in behind that weather system, which we see in our 10-day forecast here. Benign, pretty nice start to 2024, almost can guarantee that. We are watching another weather system here with a little bit more uncertainty for Saturday and Sunday, but more certainty for that Monday, Tuesday, time frame with those colder temperatures, we might be optimistic with lows around 10 and highs around 20 with some of our weather model projections behind that weather system. So it's something we're going to be keeping an eye on, Jalen. And, well, viewer photos. I said we'd do a little tour of that. Thanks, David, for sending us this picture, and Dana sending us from Oregon, a little bit of snow out there. John Bill capturing the moon in Fitchburg, and Kay showing us this frosty scene here. Dylan showing the frost as well. Thank you so much for sending us that photo. Bruce showing us Fall River. Look at that pretty sunrise sunset. Pat, another pretty sunrise sunset. And as I always like to say here, Darlene and Frosty Trees and Judah, you know, I talk about the weather. I went to school for the weather. I report the weather. It is the best thing in the world for me, and I hope you folks on that side of the TV like it too, to be able to show the weather. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel knowing that this is your last full forecast of the year?
I feel great because I'm going to be here tomorrow too.
That's fair. As will I. All right. Thank you, Alec.
Yeah.
And still to come on News 3 Now. Kickoff is less than 24 hours away in Tampa. Why this bowl game means a lot more for one Badger. That's next in sports with Andrew.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The ReliQuest Bowl is a homecoming of sorts for a handful of Badgers. 5 different guys on the team are Florida natives. But as Andrew Banstra found out earlier this week, playing in Tampa means just a little more for Jake Chaney and his family.
When Jake Chaney committed to Wisconsin, his family had a couple of questions.
My first question was like, do you realize you're a Florida kid? Do you understand how cold it is up there?
But the ReliQuest Bowl gave this Florida boy a chance to come home.
I was like, oh, finally, Florida. We don't have to go to the cold out there because it's super cold.
His immediate family gets to about 3 or 4 games a year.
My mom's side of the family is probably the happiest. They're originally from Tampa. A lot of the family members who can't travel up here because of medical issues and all that stuff has a chance to come to the game. So, no, I think that's going to be huge for my family.
And they're making the most of what they call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, with 38 family members making the trip.
We have family coming from North Carolina as well as Cape Coral area. My sister's coming from Texas. We got some coming from South Carolina.
The 38 Cheneys, to the chagrin of number 36, will arrive as a family wearing matching shirts.
Being able to just have him here and showcase the beauty of Tampa Bay.
To watch him play with his second family.
You know, I think they could finally get a little sense of, you know, how we work up here and how things move around, and how I've matured as an adult from Paul Chris and Coach Fickle, you know, what they taught me.
Something that means the world to his mom as she gets closer to watching him play again in his first home.
This is once in a lifetime. We're gonna blow it out. So whatever we can do just to celebrate, and we're proud. We're very proud.
And celebrate who he's become at his new one. In Tampa, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
And how about a flashback to the last time Wisconsin and LSU met on the football field? Week 1 of the 2016 season at Lambeau Field. The Badgers used a 47-yard field goal to take the lead in the 4th, and then Dakota Dixon sealed the win with a pick as Wisconsin upset the 5th-ranked Tigers 16-14. That was UW's first win over LSU. Tomorrow they're going for their 2nd in a row against the Tigers and their 4th straight bowl game. Live in a pool in Tampa. Pretty sweet, huh? News 3 Sports. We'll be right back.
Recharge from the holidays with a new Toyota at Toyotathon.
I have got a truckload of new Toyotas out front.
Check them out.
Something I said?
Yes.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Over the years, the attorneys at Habish, & Rotier have handled numerous cases involving the design and relative safety of child car seats. Because of this litigation, manufacturers have been forced to make these seats safer. We help change the industry, and our most precious cargo can now travel more safely. The skill expended to achieve this result is the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months with $53.49 cash due at signing. See your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
A weekend of cash, cars, and celebration this New Year's Eve at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, we're giving away a Buick Envista Avenir. On Saturday, a Porsche Macan. On Sunday, New Year's Eve, have a chance to win multiple cash prizes. Also, 20 participants will win thousands of dollars with an opportunity to win 100 grand. Plus, there will be live music by Cherry Pie and Madison County. It will be a weekend bash this New Year's Eve at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
The holidays are winding down.
Coming through.
Time to recharge with a new Toyota during the final days of Toyotathon.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Happy holidays from all of us at WISC-TV.
Alex, who would have thought that at the beginning of this year that the final newscast at News 3 would be you and I closing things out?
But isn't it great, though?
I know. It's awesome.
It's been great doing shows with you this year. And here's to 2024. I got my purple glasses on here because it's going to be cold weather tonight.
Right.
I found you a pair of purple glasses, too. So you get to be festive just like me.
New Year. Right. So do I have to wear these every newscast from here on out?
Well, no, we need to get you more colors.
Okay, cool.
Let's take a look at the forecast. 32 for your New Year's Day. Beautiful day, sunny skies, winds not too terribly strong. And then as we carry out here into the future, folks, we are tracking in 2024 mild temperatures to start. But look at January 10th, 20. We are tracking the possibility of a winter storm around that January 8th, January 9th time frame. Weather models are consistent enough that this could be a pretty strong storm and enough consistency right now where I think we could probably say with some degree of confidence that we're going to have some snow on that Monday going into Tuesday. We'll be keeping an eye on it. We were first to warn on it yesterday, and we'll be first to warn on it this whole week and watch its trend.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that we're at the end of the year, I know that I didn't start the year out here, but I'm certainly really am glad that I ended it here, and I appreciate you bringing out the new year with me.
Me too.
All right, thank you, Alex. As we bid farewell to 2023, we want you to meet the staff that brings you the best news coverage all year long. Here are the faces of News 3 wishing you a Happy New Year.